Hi, what's happening? We should be live. I think that we are. All right, let's go to 1984. Let's visit 1984 real quick.
Chaka 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 Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, that's all I wanna do. Chaka Khan, let me rock it, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, let me feel for you. Chaka Khan, what you do, what you wanna do. Do you feel for me the way I feel for you? Chaka Khan, let me tell you what I wanna do. I wanna love you, wanna hug you, wanna squeeze you too. I wanna take it in my arms, let me feel you with my chaka chaka. Cause you know that I'm the one that keep you warm, Chaka. I make it fun, it's just a physical dream. I wanna rock you, make you make me wanna scream. Let me rock it, rock it.
Hey, I love you.
Let me rock it, it's all I wanna do. Chaka Khan, let me rock it, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, let me feel for you, feel for you.
Who know who playing that harmonica like that? There's only one person that played a harmonica like that. Come on, man.
All I wanna do. Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, let me feel for you. Feel for you.
All right. Had to hit that 1984. Let me see if my timer is right. It's coming in kind of early. I'll reset it. Baby, baby, went up. But she was going in. All right. I think I got everything distributed accordingly. Yeah, I believe so. Okay. Now I gotta find the stream. Where is the stream? Where is the stream? Oh, you don't know? All right, there we go, I believe. Wait, no. That ain't it. All right, that's it. I can turn this off now. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. All right, so we should be good. Adora, you're number one on deck today. Go, girl. Jay Carly, what's up? Adele's in the building. Jose, what up? Wow, what YouTube was doing? Yeah. Yeah, she beat them all today, Rich. See, and it's weird, 'cause she said she got the notification today. It just be different on different days, I guess. Yeah, Rich know who that is. Only Stevie be rocking that harmonica like that, boy. Yeah, Stevie he literally plays at least 10 instruments that I've seen him do. Like, first of all, you got to be ill to be playing the drums and you can't even see. He literally feeling his way around to play them drums. That's crazy. Shawnee, what up? Winston, what's cracking? Oh, I need to reset this timer also. All right, so let's see. Oh, you got the notification too today? Okay. And see, that's the thing. Like, I can't even, there's no explanation for why you get it sometimes and then other times you don't. I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, snap. Joe Jackson said a lot of celebrities say that he can see. I don't know about that one. They probably say Ray Charles could see too. And Ray Charles wasn't always blind though. I'm not sure if Stevie was born blind or if he went blind. I know Ray Charles went blind at a young age. So he at least knows what stuff looks like in the world. But I'm not sure about Stevie. I don't remember. Retired professor, what's happening? What's up, Bill? Jay Carly never thought about any of this shit. Of course. That's why I'm here, to make you think about all type of shit. Adele fell into the bathwater. What are you talking about? Well, if I think that you're talking about what I think you're talking about, his little brother. If you're talking about Ray, talking about Ray Charles? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about when you said fell into the bathwater. And let me take a real quick look at these charts, see what's going on with these markets. This is really my first opportunity taking a look at anything. I was glancing here and there, but I ain't really looking at nothing. And Adele, that was his brother that fell into the water. He was playing and fell backwards, and his feet were up. He was too short, and he didn't know what to do, so he had drowned in that tub. That was crazy. Crazy. Not much going on at the present time. Well, actually, let me not say that. Let me look at this euro for 1 second. All right, that's a DQ. Overall, too, I'm trying to get a feel for what environment and behavior is looking like overall right now. And so far, it's looking like it's almost there, but not quite. Oh, man. Excuse me. Bill said he's working on his terminology. If you've ever seen in your life, I wonder what your dreams look like. Interesting. Joe Jackson, Shaq said he got on the elevator and Stevie said, "What's up, Shaq?" What? You believe him? And it probably wasn't like that. Maybe somebody was with him. I would say somebody was with him and they told him or something. Unless he know what Shaq smell like or something. They probably was playing some kind of trick on him or something crazy. Shawnee said he up to 63 contracts, clean. 1,000 per trade minus the commish. No trades last 2 weeks, waiting for the market's generosity. That's what we do. That's actually what I wanted to talk about a little bit today. I wanted to elaborate on slowing it down and the value of it. Wanted to elaborate on that. Mario, what's happening? Is it not harder to trade with larger contract size due to the amount you could lose versus trading smaller contract size but doing more trades regularly? It is easier for you to trade, with larger contract sizes because the only way to get to a larger contract size is through the consistency of your execution. And I'm glad that you actually asked that, Mario, because this is very important when you're thinking about where you're trying to get to, and then you're thinking about what you have to do to get there. So the consistency of your execution is what puts you in position, meaning that's what gets you to whatever your goal is. The most intelligent thing to do would be to assume that the same level of consistency that you have on the way to the goal, you'll have after you reach the goal. So let's break that down for a minute. And I kind of want to come back to this, but I don't want to lose my train of thought, because of what you're asking. If it's just like if you remain at a smaller contract size, you're under more pressure to take more trades. So there's a difference between being under pressure to take more trades versus ending up taking whatever trades you get in the market based on what the market decides. You see the difference between those two? If you remain at a smaller contract size, you automatically put additional pressure on yourself to make up for what a larger contract size would do for you by default. Just think about that. So let's say your goal is to be at 30 contracts. And you saying to yourself, all right, I want 30 contracts. When I get there, I'm gonna take 2 trades a day. It's like, where did you even get 2 trades a day from? Because what you're really doing is you're basing that on the numbers that you want to have as far as your finances. So in your mind, you might say, all right, well, 30 trades. I mean, not 30 trades, 30 contracts. You know, did I say 30 or 60? What did I just say just now? What number did I said 30, right? All right. So you, in your mind, you're taking 30 contracts and you're saying at 30, I know I'm going to make, and just for purposes of this example, we're going to say I'm going to make $500 on a trade. So you make a 500 a trade at 30. So in your mind, you're like, well, I want to make 1,000 a week. Or not even 1,000 a day. Because this is how people be doing. And I'm not saying that that's what you're doing, Mario, but I'm just giving you an example of how people put pressure on themselves. Somebody will sit and just be like, yeah, I want to make 1,000 a day. That's what I, boom, that'll be right where I need it to be. And it's like, yeah, but for you to get to 1,000 a day, the pressure that you're putting on yourself means that you now at 30 contracts got to take 2 trades a day, every day. You got to do that every day to meet your goal that you set for yourself. And if you're basing your lifestyle around your financial goal or your number, now you got a real problem, because now you're basing all of your bills and everything that you spend money on around that dollar amount. You understand? So it keeps you very limited and locked in and under pressure all the time. And we know that pressure don't work when it comes to trading. It just doesn't work. At some point, you're going to lose. Yo, why every time I'm spitting this heat, YouTube be doing some other shit. You saw that? Yo, that was crazy. But anyway, so I wanted to just get that thought out. So it's easier for you to get to the larger contract side. That's what I'm getting at. It's easier for you to go big and trade less, because now you don't have the pressure, and you can also set everything up from the beginning slowly without pressure, so that'll be the exact same thing that you're doing when you actually hit your goal. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like what people will have a tendency to do. They'll have one plan in their mind to get to the goal, and then when they get to the goal, they switch the plan. They're like, all right, well, when I get to 30 contracts, I'm gonna start doing 2 trades. But you're doing 1 trade to get to 30. Why would you add pressure when you hit the goal? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But this is the type of stuff that people plan in their head in advance, and it doesn't make sense. If anything, you want to put yourself in position with less to do, not more to do, less to do. That way you alleviate the pressure. Without the pressure, you have clarity, and you can see what you're doing in the market with full clarity. You never getting clouded or out of focus by pressure. Pressure will throw you off crazy. When you under pressure and you're like, damn, I got to get these 2 trades. I got to pay this mortgage. You got a problem. You can't be basing what you're doing and trading around making your mortgage payment. You understand what I'm saying? You got to put yourself in position where you're paying all of your bills, whether you get a trade on a given day or not. You want to think more in terms of a week. You understand what I'm saying? You want to put yourself in position where 1 trade for the whole week pays every bill. For that week alone. If you only took 1 trade for the week, That one trade pays all of your bills for the month. That's how you want to position yourself. Not at a contract size where you got to end up taking 10 trades a week to pay your bills and to live your life. You don't want to do that. It's unnecessary pressure for no reason. And it's really like reversing it. And instead of doing it that way, you flip it around and you take yourself out of the pressure zone. You remove pressure from the whole equation. You don't want to add no pressure to it at all. So that's my thought on that. And I had to get that out. So thank you. But that's a good question, Omari. That was a very good question. Very good question. Shani said you watching Daytona 500 today. Okay, I didn't know that about Stevie. I did know he was born in Michigan, but I didn't know he was born blind. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's what I said today. I said that he must know how Shaq smell. Yeah, like it smell like Shaq in its elevator. Smell like 7'2". Troy posted something in the group chat. Okay. Oh, the video? All right, I'm going to take a look at that. If this thing will expand. I hate that this does this. This shit is so stupid. Why does it decides to do it sometimes and then other times it don't? Oh shit. Ernest says Stevie Wonder's overrated. Ernest, don't make me kick you off of this live stream. Relax. Don't say nothing about Stevie Wonder. You kidding me? Adele opening the doors of the church. Oh yes. Winston giving me the definition of elaborate. Very good. Oh wow, that's interesting. There's a video with celebrities and different interview stories that confirm that he can see. They say it's the biggest and longest running act in showbiz. Wow. Well, he's still rocking if that's the case. Yep. Rich said either way, if you lose, you lose. That's what you already know. What's up, Joey? Mario, so the larger the contract size, the less pressure. Seems hard to think in that way. Yeah, the only reason that it seems like it's difficult to think that way because larger contract means more money. You're giving more importance and energy to a larger dollar amount in the account and a larger contract size when you don't have to do that, and you shouldn't do that. You really should flip it around, because when it's all said and done, it's not about the dollar amount. It's not about the contract side. It's about the trade. Are you taking the same trade at 100 contracts that you would take at one contract? That's the question. The answer is yes. The same trade that you're doing with one contract, you'll do with 100 contracts. And if that's the case, then there's no difference between one contract and 100 contracts. Does that make sense? And that's why you need to flip the dynamic in your mind around so that you take that with you and you ignore the numbers. You give more focus and attention to the process, not the numbers. And as soon as you make that flip mentally, that's when everything changes. Pressure, gone. Stress, gone. Because you know that you can take your skill, trade consistently in the market, be profitable, and you can do that indefinitely. Like you'll be 1-0, one trade after the other, which means there's no fear with scaling up the contract size. There's no fear with maxing out the value of the contracts in the account at any time. You're not scared to do that because you're focusing your energy on the process and the execution of the process over and over again. You're not thinking about, oh, I got to take I got to get 2 trades a day, man, to meet my goal. You've messed up by setting a goal with that type of arrangement behind it. If you focusing on 2 trades a day with that much pressure, you already fucked up. You already jammed yourself up because you just created pressure. And this is a business for you. Being that you're the one executing the process within the business, you can't be under pressure and have stress, because it means that all of your judgment will be thrown completely off and you won't focus on the task at hand, which is just winning your trades. You're thinking about getting 2 trades. You're not thinking about winning the trade that you're going to take, period. You understand what I'm saying? You have all this pressure that you added to yourself and that you added to your environment. Now you're in a pressure-filled environment and you just on the wrong path altogether. And that's why anytime people plan that way, they might do it for a period of time, but eventually they get smashed and it just doesn't work. And then they got to start back from square one. And if you're starting over with the same type of plan again, you're going to repeat the same thing again. You see what I'm saying? This is why it's so much better for you to slow it down. When you slow everything down, the amount of clarity that you have is so high and it's at such an elevated level that it's impossible for you to kind of fuck up. It becomes impossible to mess it up. You just seeing everything clear all the time. Just think about that. What's more valuable, being able to have clarity at all times or hoping that you get trades because of pressure that you gave yourself, mind you? Nobody told you to do that. Nobody said, hey, you're going to have to get 2 trades a day to meet. Nobody told you that. So just putting it in perspective, the equivalent of what you're trying to do, getting 2 trades a day, I can do getting 1 trade a week. That's the dynamic. That's the shift. It's like, oh shit, really? Yeah. The same money you would make doing 2 trades a day at 30 contracts, I'll do 1 trade for the whole week at my contract size. And I'm not under pressure to get 1 trade for the week. What'll end up happening is if I just put myself in position and be around, I'll end up with a trade by accident. It's a different dynamic. You see what I'm saying? And mind you, that same process and that same pattern I can do from the beginning when I start with $100. Meaning, let's say that on average, we only ended up with 1 trade for the whole week. You can build like that. Meaning you can start from $100, do exactly what I'm saying, average 1 trade a week, right? Get in position to where I'm saying that you can take it. And then when you get there, do the same shit that you did to build. Same exact thing, without changing anything, no extra trades, no nothing. Same 1 trade a week. So the same one trade each week puts you in position. The same one trade each week keeps you in position at whatever income level you want to be without the pressure. So that's the switch in the thinking. When you reverse it, that's when you can have way more clarity because you don't have the pressure now of having to get trades. You don't got to get all these trades. Like, where you getting these numbers from? Oh, well, based on that contract size, you got to get 2 trades a day if you want to make 1,000 a day. Well, if that's the case, why you want to make 1,000 a day? Why does it have to be that? You see what I'm saying? And if you do want to make that much, why you got to do so much to get it? You got to do 2 trades a day? That's too much. And there's people doing more than that. There's people trying to get 3 and 4 trades every day. Why? Like, why are you putting that much pressure on yourself to do that? It's unnecessary. So this is a lot of value right here for like people on the outside looking in at what we doing. This shit is jewels all day right here. I'm telling y'all, man. Jay Carly, do I want to drive to my bank 1 time a week or 15 times a week? Rich said, no pressure if you're simply repeating the process. The skill matters, not the contract size. Buddha's in the building. Walker's in the building. Rich said, eventually that goal will put you into a position where you're doing more than you should to get the result you want that the market don't. Woo! Preach. Come on, Deacon. Deacon 301. Cameron, what's up, man? He said number trades is for system that have low strike rate but high risk reward. Yeah, high frequency trading it puts you in the whole category of win rate because that system and that approach is dependent upon all of your numbers being met. And you have to meet your numbers to meet your goal. I don't like that. Because that right there is pressure. We doing this for freedom. We're not doing this to create a job. I don't want to create a job by doing this. I want this to allow me to create freedom of my time and of money. Right? So you can't create freedom if you create a job. High frequency trading is creating a job for yourself. You got pressure, and you basically are making yourself vulnerable to the market because what happens if you don't get your X amount of trades every day? What happens? Now, oh, well, I got to make up for it tomorrow. So now the next day you thinking about twice as many trades because you missed the goal from yesterday if you didn't take any. Nah, that's not a long-term way to deal with the market at all. Nope. You're going to get smashed up, man. Like, bottom line, you are going to get smashed up. Ernest, trading is a business, so scaling up is inevitable if you want real freedom. Amazon scaled up from the garage to intercontinental. Exactly. Mario says, Shani says he's on 63 contracts and makes 1,000 on the trade. However, he has not had a trade for 2 weeks, so you can't fix or know what you're going to earn. But he's not under pressure. Like, notice how he's saying that he didn't have a trade for 2 weeks. That don't mean that that's going to remain the case. That's only because whatever he's doing as far as his time and as far as the actual time that he's present on the charts, the trade ain't there. What you gonna do? Force a trade? No, that's not what we do. So If you don't have the time to be present, don't be. Don't force yourself to try to be in a trade just for the sake of trading because, oh, I got to get a trade. You don't have to get a trade. You understand? You just don't have to get a trade. If you put yourself in position, the trades will come. And if they don't come, it's because they didn't come while you were there. And you just leave it at that. You have to remember also, your circumstances change all the time. Shawnee right now might not have as much time as he would like to, but he's not forcing the issue by trying to take a trade in spite of not having the time that he would like to have. Is that going to remain the case? Probably not. His circumstance at some point will change where he'll have more time. And during that more time that he has, now he's present more. So when the trade comes and the opportunity is there, he's ready to take the trade. The same way that now with less time, if the trade is not there, he doesn't force the trade. He keeps it at no trade. You got to remember that this is a business for us. No trade don't mean no money. No trade means no loss, which means money. That's how you have to look at it. You can't force your way into the market if the market is not presenting you with the clarity or the clear trade that you know that you're waiting for. And that's it. You got to leave it at that. Anytime that you try to do anything to deviate from that, that's when you'll lose. So it's like, I understand people are afraid of the unknown, but it's not unknown. You know what will happen if you deviate. That's a known. It's like people focused on the unknown, like, well, you don't know when the market's going to give you a trade. What if the market don't give you a trade? It has more to do with your time and your circumstances at the time than it has to do with whether or not the market is going to give it up. I assure you that that's the case. So you can't, the same way that you may not be necessarily in control of your circumstance at the time. If you're not in control of the circumstance, you can't do anything about the lack of time that you might have currently. So you just accept it until your circumstances change. You understand what I'm saying? Then when your circumstances change and you now have more time to be present, you make use of that more time to be present. Now you're in position more often. When the trade comes, boom, you're there. You might end up getting 2 or 3 trades in a week. I'm just saying. Now, mind you, Shawnee, being that I'm even talking about him specifically, a couple of weeks ago had like 3 or 4 trades in the week. You understand what I'm saying? So it balances itself out also. You might go for 2 or 3 weeks without a trade, and then 4th week comes, you got more time to be around, you end up getting 2 or 3 trades. Not to say that that's going to happen, but it could happen. And if it does, look at what just happened. You actually just balanced everything out, and now look at what your average is. You averaging 1 trade a week without even trading every week. You got to look at it like that also. You have to consider these things. Regardless of what, you're in control of the skill set. You have the control of that. That's why you have to never deviate. Because deviation leads to losing. And we ain't about that life. Ernest, what I tell you about Stevie Wonder? Yes, yeah, exactly. Clarity at all times. Yep. Yeah, definitely make sure you hit the like button, please. Thank you. Ernest said that's the goal. 1 trade a week, real freedom. Facts. Bill, like writing a bad check and the scrambling to cover it. Ooh, that is a awesome analogy right there. Oh, that's hard. Yo, that's hard right there. Damn. Yo, listen to what Bill just said. He said that's like writing a bad check and then scrambling to cover the check. Woo. You scrambling so that the check don't bounce. Lord. See, this is why TA is what it is, man. He said he doing the one trade a week thing. Come on, man. No pressure. Ernest said that you could just chill in your car 9 to 5, sipping on super green juice and ranting on Gliz. Oh, shit. That's hilarious. He right, though. Shawnee said market will give it up. It'll be weeks. You get off 10 trades in a week like Mark did and Matt did a month or so ago. Right. Sit tight and enjoy the process. Ooh. Sit tight and enjoy the process. Yo, it's bars on here today, boy. Bill said it's more fun to trade less and kick back and study. Buddha said, which is why I work based on average. Average trades weekly. Exactly. Mario, what's a realistic average? One a week. Mario, understand what I'm saying. One trade a week is realistic. One trade a week is what'll happen accidentally. Without you even really trying. You could just be present and be around. And you'll end up taking one trade a week. You like, it's to the point where you forgot that you took a trade. The only way that you even know, you're like, wait, oh shit, my balance is more than it was last week. That's the only way that you'll even know. Again, slowing everything down, having full clarity when you're looking at the market, waiting for the best opportunity to come. I'm challenging people to, if you get one trade a week, stop. I'm putting that out there. I'm like, once you get a trade, that's it for the week. You're done. And just condition yourself to be relaxed. You're in such a much better mental, physical, all levels of your being is in a better position when you're calm and peaceful and not stressed out. If you're looking at the charts and you're getting stressed out, you already got a problem. You shouldn't be looking at the charts and stressed at all. This is what I'm saying. This is why we next shit. And if you don't know what next means, we look at a binary. If it ain't there, it's next immediately. Like that. Oh, well, Mark, is there a trade? No, there's nothing there. Next. Oh, nothing there. Next. Just like you hear that alarm going off. Every time the alarm goes off, I glance at the market. If it ain't there, it's next. Next. Next is money in the bank. You got to understand, because the market is not always going to be next. At some point, it's going to be ka-ching. When it's ka-ching, that's you. Take that. Take that. Take that. So that's how you move. And when you slow everything down, you're now also in such a less stressful place. You don't care about the money in the account. You don't care about how much it is. You don't care about the contract size. You're not scared of bigger contracts. You're not worried about what if. You're not worried about that. There is no what if. There is no, oh my God, this is 50 contracts on the line. It ain't on the line. You're the business. It ain't on the line. It's business as usual. That's it. Ain't no risk. You know what the risk is? When you don't know what the hell you're doing, that's the risk. The risk is not having skill and executing it and putting it in place. That's not the risk. There is no risk at that level. Risk is dead. Risk is what everybody who ain't here is doing. They taking risk all the time in the market because they don't know what they're doing when it comes to this. On the other hand, we do. That's why people be like, damn, I don't understand how you could be so calm. Oh, well, you calm because you had bigger contracts. No, I got to bigger contracts. I wasn't always there. Started with $100 just like you did. But and some of you started with more than that. I know people put $10,000 in their account and blew it. 10 racks and ran through it like it was nothing. They don't know what they're doing. But you telling me I could take 100 and build it up to that and more? I could do that shit doing one a week. I guarantee, yo, put it like this. Give anyone in TA a year who is training, and I mean training. Give them 1 year from the first day that they start trading live, a year later, and they'll be in position at 6-figure income. Period. That's what we do. In position. Not, oh man, hope I win my trades. We ain't doing that shit. We're training. We're learning how to be patient and calm. The whole objective is calmness. Not hyper. We're not hyper. We're not anxious and thirsty. Oh man, I missed that. Ain't no I missed that. It's a different dynamic altogether. The energy is totally different. Like, people don't understand the wave that we're on. They're like, well, how can you be so calm? Are you kidding me? Calm is where it is. That's what it's about. When you calm, you do shit clear. Just listen to how they describe the weather patterns. Oh, the skies are, the weather, the wind is calm and the sky's clear. Listen to that. Calm and clear go together. They are hand in hand. When you calm, you have clarity. You can see what you're doing. When you stress, you don't know what the hell you're doing. You wishing and hoping on the star. Oh man, I hope this one wins. We not hoping for nothing. It's just simple execution, rinse and repeat. You stressed out every day trying to get a trade every day. I don't give a shit if I don't get a trade for 2 weeks. Week 3 get here, I'll just make myself more available. Oh shit, 2-0. Huh? 2-0 means you just, so for the last 2 weeks, that's really average of 1-0. Yeah. I just told you. 1 trade a week. You don't need more than that. That should be your goal right there. 1 trade a week. Let that be your goal. And if you thirsty and you extra retarded, if you know that you're like that, it behooves you to slow down. Take 1 trade and stop. Just learn how to stop. Learn how to relax and stop being thirsty. You need to get that out your system also. Some of y'all do that too much. You're always in the market. Oh, I got one, man. You know, I'm going to see if I can get another one. No, sit your ass down and relax until next week. Try that. And then you'll see the difference. See, you have to, first of all, you got to have self-awareness. Some of you don't admit that you are how you are. I see what y'all be doing. And I'm not talking about people in TA. Because once you get here, you're going to get reprimanded immediately anyway. As soon as we see that you're doing bullshit, it's not to try to play you. It's to put you in position to be accountable. You got to be accountable for your shit. You can't just do what you want to do and that's it. Like, what are you doing? You came here because you're losing. You didn't come here because you're winning. Came here, you losing and you fucking up your money, right? You want to stop doing that? Do everything that we tell you to do. Just start there. So as soon as you come into the environment, you that's how it's set off like that for you immediately. You can't come in here just doing what you want to do. As soon as we detect that that's what you're doing, we on your ass immediately. Like what time was that? Where's the video? You got a video? No video? What time was it? Okay, let's take a look at that. And we want to see what you did. Accountability. Because for us not to do that is to just let you run rampant with your bullshit. That's the same shit that you was doing that was causing you to lose before you got here. You know that you can't keep doing that. You know that already. So have self-awareness, know how you are, admit it. Like, you know what, he right. I'm thirsty like a motherfucker. I need to chill. I know that you need to chill. That's the whole point. But how are you going to do it? That's the question. It's the everyday grind. You got to stop. This is why I'm saying, if you know that you extra thirsty to trade, if you end up taking a trade, do it one time for the week and shut it down. Period. Shut it down. Don't do nothing until next week. And it's so crazy. I wanted to talk specifically about this today. And the questions that came up moved right into the conversation. I ain't even have to focus on nothing on it. These are questions that was asked today, just now. Mario just asked, what's the realistic average? I came on the live already in my mind. I was like, you know what? I'm talking about this one a week shit today. The answer to that question, what's a realistic average? One a week. But damn, I don't understand how you're going to make any money. You got to pay attention to understand. Like just pay attention to everything I just said. Everything I just said explains. You need to relax. It's not about the dollar amount in your account. It's not about how many trades you take. It's about winning the trades that you do take. It's about giving value to the trades that you do take. And it's about repeating that over and over again. And it's about slowing that down. Go slower. Oh, but no, I think I could probably manage, at least one trade a day. No. So you want me to just sit around for the rest of the week? Yeah. That's what I want you to do. Relax. Learn how to relax and chill. Your problem is you don't know how to relax and chill. That's your problem. That's a problem. Thirst. Mark is right. I should have stopped when he said, damn. Now I got to start over. Don't be that dude. Don't do it. Listen to what I'm saying. Like this right here, this right here is a fire that's being lit right now. That I'm actually lighting right now. One a week. Relax. What'll happen is over time, as you elevate, one a week becomes whatever it becomes. But stop trying to be that. You're not there yet. Stop trying to be Superman and you still Clark Kent. Just be Clark Kent for a minute. It's all right. Clark Kent is still Superman. He just got glasses on. He's still Superman. Underneath the trench coat, he's still Superman. But stop trying to be Superman. You're Superman, but you're just not him yet. You're going to be Superman later when the time is right. Right now, be Clark Kent and relax. It ain't time to go in the booth yet. Just chill. Enjoy being Clark Kent for a minute. So. Red Man be coming out of nowhere, yo. I don't know how you summon the Red Man up, but he be coming. There you go. Look. Clark still had a job. Hello. Come on, damn it. Come on. Shit. Ernest said, if the market don't give you a trade, then there's no trade. You can't make up your own trade. Shit. Walker, in trading, we're dealing with a free market, which means it does what it wants and gives when it wants. The more in tune we become with the free market, the freer we become. I had to let that marinate for a second. Jay Carter said, one trade a month even. Everyone want to act like freedom supposed to be right now. Ooh. I'm not over here crying because it's taking me longer, and I sure the fuck ain't over here crying about L's because I thought it was supposed to come on my timetable. Ooh, my goodness. What's up, Rosemary? Rosemary says, self-control and discipline is more important. Do not rush. Lord. The growth process grows more than just your account. Shawnee said, whoever put 10,000 in their account is just a whole clown. There's a lot of clowns walking around. They be in my inbox, trust me. Yeah, Rant Man is here, Shahara. Yes, he is. Rich, trade every other day if you are unable to stay away. However, you must train every God-given day. Yes. Right. That's the, see, there we go. Now we getting into the filling. Well, Mark, if I'm not taking trades, what am I doing? You should be training. You should be training. That's what you should be doing. Shahara said, bingo, that's always the realistic answer. Facts. Stacy, following protocol is freedom. Shit. Ikari, let it manifest. Jay Carly said, even Superman walks or whatever Buddha said that time. Yeah, I think he said even Superman appreciates the value of walking, if I remember. That was hard. Walker said, you got some capes for sale? Ernest said, stay off the horse. Indeedy. Jose, damn, market's at 5. Can I take it? Gelati said, damn, you renting hard makes me feel like I did something wrong the way you going in. Oh, man. Stacey said, what's in that drink? Rant Man liquor? Oh, shit. Jay Carly said, I'm asking for forgiveness from 3rd grade and shit. Oh, my goodness. Y'all crazy. Rich said, the only good reason you would put money into your account is if you had trained solid for a year plus and have proven you have the skill, patience, and discipline to enter straight into the income phase. And there really is no need for that. Because why would you even do that with the skill? It's like the proof of you having the skill is the execution of it. So for you to forfeit the time and the enjoyment of building, it's almost like you're totally missing out on something that is an inherent part of the skill that you have. What better enjoyment is there than to actually experience the fulfillment of the skill? There's nothing better than that. That's the whole point. Okay, I see this. I see you now. Nothing better than that. Nothing better than that. So that's why most of, the majority of the time, I mean, I would dare to say at this point, anytime that you're making a large deposit like that, it's because you're trying to compensate for time that you wish that you could get back, or you just in a rush for no reason. It's like, all right, why would you deposit that much when you could take a small amount, build to that much within X amount of time, right? You know that you could build to that. Why would you take that out of your stash and put it into that? And that's if you got a stash. If you throwing 10 racks into your account, where you get 10 racks from? And you can't trade. What you do? You borrowed it from your 401k? Like why? Why are you doing that? This ain't the stock market where you trying to buy 150 shares of a stock. That's not what this is. This is skill. You can take $100 wherever you want to go with it. Come on, man. Like, nah, man. Nah. So it's like you really fooling yourself or trying to fool yourself, but you can't fool yourself and you can't fool nobody else. You need that sweat equity. Yes. See, Rich said, personally, I want the satisfaction of going through the journey. Exactly. I know. I know. Jelani said, you definitely was ranting when you that far back and reading the comments. Yo, Ernest said, raise your hand if you train all night Friday into Saturday. Me. Bill, if you really want to see Rant Man, make a joke about deviating from the rules. Lord, don't. Jesus, please. Buddha said, why deposit your own money when you can win your way into leveraging other traders' money? Come on, man, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Jay Carly said, we all training over the weekends while everyone else out kicking it. Yep. Shahara, they still show a lack of patience. You don't just qualify for the Olympics just because you have the skill. You still have to move through the ranks before you get the gold. Whoa. See, Rant Man is activated in everybody right now. I'm telling you, Rant Man is not just in me. You realize that, right? You realize that you're the Rant Man. Shit. Oh, you know that, J. Carson. I bet you everyone on here spent the entire weekend training. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Akari, Matthew once said, we printing our own money. Believe that. The belief of freedom will make you master the process if you really want it. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. She. Lotitious. Lamar, let's say it took 7 months to get to your goal and you've been doing great, earning income. Lamar, I hope you don't have a what if in this. I didn't even finish reading it, but I hope you don't have a what if. Let me finish. You've been doing great, earning income for a month. For some reason, maybe a mistake or market just did something out of character and you end up with a loss. I agree you can start again with skill, but it will take you 7 months again. So maybe why you would top up and get back on the wagon. I would start over. I would do it again. That's just what I would do. I would do it again. I'll do it again. And remember that over time, as your skill elevates, that's exactly what happens. Through training and reinforcement and repetition, you continuously get better without trying to get better. So we talking like we're framing it like one trade a week. But to be honest with you, without even trying to do it, you'll be doing more than one trade a week. If you're around and you make yourself available, you'll be doing more than that. You without trying. You don't even mean to do it. There are times when that I've done projects and I forgot what day it was, thinking that I took a trade yesterday and it was the same day. So just like that, that whole element is present also when you have the skill set. You're not trying to get a trade, but you can't stop your skill. You understand what I'm saying? If you're around, trades come all the time. You're always in position. So it's not even about, oh, it's going to take you another 7 months. Well, what if it took you another 3 months because you do only 2 trades for the week? You end up doing two trades a week. Take you half the time. So any way that you really want to like put it, there's no need for you to have to top up or, oh, let me make this deposit and do. Nah, we don't got to do that. Use your skill, do what you trained to do, and execute, and let that be it. And this is exactly why that won't happen. It's because you're being conditioned to do that from the beginning. So the scenario that you just presented with the what if the market happens to do something or you made a mistake, all of that dies off. It becomes non-existent because that's not even a part of what you do. You're conditioned to not make mistakes. You're conditioned not to do anything to deviate from the process. It's you know what it's like, Lamar? And this is kind of ill when you think about it. You do when you do something long enough, it's almost like you couldn't fuck it up if you tried to. Think about riding a bicycle after you learn how to ride a bicycle and trying to fall. You got to do mad extra shit to make yourself intentionally fall off the bike. If you just ride the bike, you're never going to fall off the bike. You can hit a bump. You can do all type of shit. I ain't falling off the bike. I'm good. You don't fall. Why don't you fall off the bike? You ran over a bump in the street. You straight dipped into a pothole, all type of shit. And you managed to not fall off the bike. It's because it's embedded in you. It's like second nature. That's what you do. You became the bike. When you on the bike, you are the bike. That's what happens. It's a different understanding of what we do. That's what we do all the time. It's similar to the way people create bad habits and can't stop. They have to do something to disrupt the habit that they created. Some people's habit is bad luck. You ever be around somebody, they so negative, every time that they say something crazy is gonna happen, it does. You be like, damn, you got terrible luck. It's not that they have bad luck, they've created the habit of being a fucking loser. And they've accepted it. So everything they talk about, negative shit, everything they talk about, oh yeah, well, I know I ain't gonna win this. Listen to how you sound. Listen to what you're doing. You so negative, everything you say be negative as a motherfucker. All of it. And then you wonder why it always keep happening. You created the habit of negativity around you. You're in a negative bubble all the time, executing negative shit. The same shit works on the flip side. You could do the same thing with a bunch of good shit, good habits. Do the same thing with patience and discipline. Develop those as habits to the point where you just are always patient and disciplined all the time. You're not interested in deviating from it. It's just, This is how we're built as human beings. Like, so it's not like it's something special. It ain't like it's off limits to you. You can get to where you see me. The reason I'm like this is because of patience and discipline that I've developed. It's not because I know how to pick trades. That's not the reason why. I'm disciplined as hell. I've conditioned myself to be that way though. You understand what I'm saying? Same way somebody will pick up smoking. You keep smoking, it's gonna become a habit. It is what it is. So Gary said he on the bike now at the gym. Speaking of the bike. Lamar, 7 months is a long time with no income if you left your job to do this full time. You should be in position way before that with way more. Come on, man. These little kids with these stupid balls. Come on, fat boy, get out of here. These badass little kids. No, they're not bad. They just got testosterone. All right, I'm gonna have to yell at y'all though. You need to relax. Yeah, but this is, I mean, the dynamic is there, man. The dynamic is there. Ikari said, you don't have to lose once you really got the skill. You are the market, so it won't be no mistakes. Exactly. Take losing out of the equation. It's only elevation. 1-0 every time. That's all it is. That's all it is. See, it's hard to accept this mindset when you're still dealing with overcoming your personal fears. And I understand that. That's why we talk about it and we talk through it so diligently. Like Rant Man is passionate as hell. When the Rant Man comes up, he's very passionate, as you can see. This is Rant Man right now. Very passionate because Rant Man has lived through it and experienced it. I know what that fear is like. The fear that you're talking about. And I'm talking about what you said, Lamar. You quit your job to do it full time and you messed up and now you don't have income. Even before you leave your job, you put yourself in such a position where you're not worried about any. It's just like how some people will be like, well, I want to replace my income at my job, at my job. You know what my goal was when I was at my job? I said, I want to triple what I'm earning at my job before I leave. Now that's a huge, huge goal. Because for me, that was like $250,000 a year. At my job when I left, I was earning $80,000 a year. So that meant I had to be making $250. Well, actually $240, but we'll just round it up. I had to be making $250,000 from trading before I left. And I did it. And this was in 2006. Like, understand what I'm saying? This was back then. So if your mind and your thoughts are thinking more towards abundance than scarcity, you already elevated. You already elevated. You have to have the abundant mindset. You can't have a scarce, scared, fearful energy around you. You can't move like that. You have to change that first. You can't get to freedom if you're carrying that around like baggage. And that's what baggage is. You know how people like, yeah, well, he got a lot of baggage with him. That's your baggage, is your fear. You're going to have to drop it off. You got to drop that shit off. You cannot be, especially not with the market, you can't be scared. You have to put yourself in position. This is why training is so important. You gotta train. Like people still be looking at me now like, yo, why every time I see you, you got them earbuds in your ear? I'll just be like, well, I'm training. What do you mean you're training? I'm training. Like they don't understand the level that I be talking about. Mind you, I'm looking at the market and I got 301 in my ear all day, every day. Me. But Mark, you don't got to train like that. Yes, I do. Are you crazy? See, and that's another thing too. Is like people think that it switches up and those things are not still there. They're there, but they're just dormant. The reason that they're dormant and it looks like it ain't there is because I suffocate all of my bullshit with training. That's how you do it. You suffocate the shit that you don't want by doing all of the shit that you do want. That's how this works. You got one is going to win over the other. If you don't do that, your bullshit keeps coming back up. It'll keep coming. You got to suffocate it. You got to drown that shit, man. Simply Trades. You are how you think, 100% right. Yep. Walker said, Lamar, that means you left the job before positioning yourself far enough ahead of your bills to where you could take a year off with no income. Come on, man. Come on. And just, I mean, like, what if you just upped it up? Like, just up it. You making 50,000, so put yourself in position to make 100 from trading. Double it. You already been living on 50 a year. You position yourself to make 100. That's 2 years worth of income, or for what you was already doing, the way you already currently live. Does that make sense? That's how you do it, man. And this is another reason why I say I don't care how long it takes. Does it matter how long it takes? What's the alternative? Don't do it and stay at work indefinitely until whenever. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do? This is why it's so valuable to train and to do what you need to do now. Like, people, there's another thing that people will do. They wait until shit happens at work to want to do this after. Like, you wait until after you get fired or after you fuck up your job. Then you want to come learn how to trade. Like, what's wrong with you? If you got a good job, if you feeling kind of comfy, cozy at work, that's the time to train. Now's the time to put that training work in. When you're comfortable at work, not when you are scared of losing your, like, you understand what I'm saying? You want to learn, you want to train and condition yourself to have the right energy. So by the time anything happens, you might end up losing your job at some point. But because you've trained and you've conditioned yourself and been working on yourself the whole time, you're in position and you're ready. It don't even matter. You don't even give a shit. You're like, well, I'm over here. I've been doing this. And I'm in position, so let's go. It's a different dynamic. So you got to be smart. Like, do shit smart. That's it. Do everything smart. Think ahead. Don't think behind. Think ahead. Bill said, like some of the pro basketball plays that shot should have never gone in. Yep. Rich said, if you talk of losing, you will attract losses. That's a fact. Matthew said, winning is a habit. That's a fact. Come on, man. Ernest said, burn the ships. You wait for the right time to make your move for freedom. The right time will never come. Goodness gracious. Cameron said, the hormone high off losses and wins is real, y'all. Why Mark is talking about with not trading is real. Your high of wind by having you feeling invisible, or your high off wind, your high of winds be having you feeling invisible because your body is literally on dopamine. I don't know if I really read that the way I should have, but I think I get what you're saying. He's saying that the hormone, so dopamine, and the high off of losses and wins is real. Ernest and Cameron too excited. I know, right? Invincible. Okay. And that's kind of what I thought. But I was like, maybe he's talking about just becoming the invisible man real quick. No, but I understand. Y'all understand what Cameron is saying? Jay Carr said, we train that right out. Facts. Lamar said, what do you do to keep your mindset in check? Man. Lamar, you've been listening, right? I'm trying to think, when did you ask that question? Did you ask that question before I just said everything I just said, or after? Maybe I'm just late. But he's asking, what do you do to keep your mindset in check? You train. That's how you do it, man. You train. You train. That's how you do it. You train, man. I like that. Ernest said, just don't slap your boss while you're positioning yourself. Right. Oh, yeah. Remember about, yeah. I forgot what his name was. He came on here talking about he slapped his boss and lost his job. Rich said, never leave the job before you have a replacement. Facts. Right. Yeah, you're high off of wins making you feel invincible. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we with you, Cameron. What's up, Wendell? Shahara said, Ernest, my patience grows every day with my boss. She hasn't been slapped or dragged yet. Just positioning myself to high step my ass out of here. Facts. Ernest said, the Japanese have a saying, in victory, tighten up your helmets. Let that sink in. That's hard right there. That's hard. Yeah. It was on flames today. Kind of off the rip, too. I didn't even get a chance to look at the market. Rentman just body snatched me real quick. So thanks to Lamar with the questions. And Mario, too. Mario had some really good questions earlier on. Oh, yeah, make sure you hit that like button. Some of y'all have not hit the like button yet. Like 20 of y'all. Almost 20 people. Come on, man. 20 of y'all ain't hit the like button. What's up with that? Yeah, man, but I mean, it's real. Like, you know, it's very real, and it's very realistic to do what we were mentioning about that whole 1 a week. Like that alone, man, you don't understand how empowering that is. You already are at an advantage by being at peace when you're in the trading environment. You already got the upper hand because you're calm. The calmer that you are, the more you're in position to execute exactly what you're being trained to do. You're not throwing off the execution process by all of these extra thirsty things that you're trying to do. You're not chasing this, looking at that, worrying about this, scared of that. You're not feeding none of that. You just calm. You're allowing discipline and patience to elevate in you. That's what the calmness represents, the peace, the serenity. You ever like, anytime you get an opportunity, go to YouTube and just look up like rain, rain noise, just something peaceful, or the noise, like the sound of nature. Just listen to nature shit one day. And just think about how it makes you feel. You just calm and relaxed. That same serenity that you have when you're directing your attention and your focus on what we do, that shit is money in the bank. I cannot reiterate that enough. It's mad money. That's money. Peace is money. Stress-free shit is money. That's what it is. As soon as you start being stressed out, you're gonna lose your money. It's the opposite. You don't make money being stressed. That's why I was saying about the whole, well, I gotta get 2 a day. You chasing it. Stop chasing the money. If you want to chase something, chase the serenity. Chase that. Chase your peace of mind. Because you need that as a part of the framework for your mindset just to be able to function in the market. Otherwise, the market is whipping your ass all day. So you don't want the market beat down. The market will kick your ass. Market will bust your ass, man. Yo, the number of people that quit because they don't do what I'm suggesting is high. People quit because they run out of money and they get tired and fed up. But you did it to yourself. That's the truth. You're welcome, Winston. Rich said tranquility. That's the word I was looking for. Tranquility is everything. Tranquil trading. Yes. Adori said, I stay surrounded in nature. See? And I'm telling yo, it's something about having that peace and that calmness. It's funny because, and I'm sure that y'all have heard me say this many times. Sometimes when I, like, especially in the summertime, I'll go and park like by a park, like certain parks in New York, where I know that there's birds that chirp like a certain way. It's something about the sound of birds chirping that just is like, I want to be around that. I'll just go park by the park and just listen to the birds. It's like, who does that? Like, why is he, what is he, like, why is he doing that? I'm explaining to you why I do that. Peace. I'm calm as hell when I'm trading. Mad calm. I'm not stressed about nothing. That's why my focus is there. That's why when the time comes, boom, I'm on it. If I'm there, I see it. When you stressed out, you seeing all type of shit. You seeing ghosts, you seeing phantoms, you seeing shit that ain't there. You see Godzilla, you see King Kong. You're like, oh shit, you saw that? That was a wolf just ran. Nah, you seeing shit because you are shook, you scared, you nervous, and you are thirsty and anxious and all this other shit all at the same time while you on the charts, stressed out. You need to go sit down somewhere and relax. Because this rant been repeated and repeated, which is why it's so important. I feel it is. The reason our jobs get so much harder to be is because we know what's possible and what's coming. Right. Spike be listening to the birds having convos about their life. Yeah, ghosts. Rich said, have you noticed that birds have different dialects? They do. Hell yeah, they got mad. It's mad different conversations that birds have. I could tell the different type of birds just by the chirp. Like sparrows don't sound like robins. Like when you hear robins going at it, they sound completely different. Hummingbird is ill. Cause a hummingbird be like buzzing. Sparrows be chirping and tweeting all day. Especially the babies, the ones in the nests, they don't ever shut up. So all that type of shit. And I know what I'm talking about. I just said that robins got a different dialect of conversation than sparrows. It's like, what the hell is he talking about? Come on, man. Yeah, woodpeckers too. Woodpeckers, all you hear, because he's pecking on wood, literally pecking on the tree. The chickens we don't hear at all because we eating them shits. We don't hear no chickens around here. The only thing we hear with a chicken is the grease. When the grease is popping on them, that's it. Yo. Ever seen a baby pigeon? You know what? I think I did see a baby pigeon one time. It fell out the nest. Yep. I seen one before. Ernest Parrish just revealed all your dirty shit out there making sex sounds. Yo, a parrot will do whatever it hears you doing though. Like whatever it keeps hearing, it will repeat that shit. That's a fact. I think Shawnee got a parrot. He said his parrot is like 18 years old. Mario, I find birds irritating. I need complete silence. And that's cool too. That's cool too. Get yourself some what are them things called? The noise reduction headphones. Get a pair of them joints. Put them on your head. I mean, whatever you got to do, man. Joe said everyday blackbirds eat squirrels. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. Seen it yesterday. Really? When you what kind of blackbirds you talking about? Like a crow? Because a crow is big enough to get a squirrel. Like a big ass crow, I can see that. And crows are aggressive. They like how seagulls are. Seagulls is mad aggressive. Like a seagull, they'll gang up on you and they'll fight you and all that for your food. They'll try to like swoop food right out your hand. They don't give a shit. Seagulls is gully. Matter of fact, that's where the word gully came from. It came from seagull. That's why we say gully to this day, I believe. Because it describes their behavior. Crazy ass birds, man. Wendell said blue jays. Blue jays are beautiful. Jelani, I always wanted to know why when I see a flock of pigeons, there's always one brown pigeon with them. That's true. That is very true. And the brown pigeons are beautiful. They usually like be brown. They'll have like a shade of brown and a shade of white on their coat. But the pigeons that I like that are very pretty also, they are gray and they got like a purple like on this part, whatever this is called, like their collar is like mixed with purple. No, I didn't see that one coming. But I knew it was coming. Because if you here, you're gonna do some other shit. So Bill said a parrot in the UK went missing for 7 months, returned speaking Spanish. Wow. Lamar Rich said buy a fish tank. They quiet. Oh no, that was Mario that said that. Mario said he don't like sounds, right? Yeah, he need complete silence. Yeah, Mario, get some fish, man. Lamar said pigeons are flying rats. I don't disagree. Joe said the everyday blackbirds eating a dead squirrel. Oh, eating a dead squirrel. I thought you meant like they swooping to get the squirrel. Because I'm like, how you catch a squirrel? You ain't catching no squirrel. Squirrels is fast as hell. I never seen anything catch a squirrel, as a matter of fact. Fish tank not quiet with all the water pump system. Yeah, Mario got OCD with silence, I see. Mario, you gotta just get some noise reduction headphones, man. And just put them on your head. He's like, I need complete silence. So you got to get that and make sure that you don't have your girlfriend nearby. Because if your girl is nearby, that's not silence at all. Oh man. That's crazy about that parrot though, speaking Spanish. That's ill. That's terrible. Wendell said he'd throw Alka-Seltzers to the seagulls. Yo, that's horrible. He'd be like, Alka-Seltzer to the rescue. Yo, that's wicked. That's wicked. They eat, I know they catch them and eat them too, because they eat everything. That's horrible. Damn, Wendell. You just gave me an idea though. I ain't gonna front. Oh nah, not it kills them? Nah, I wouldn't do that. I don't want to kill them. I can't do that. Lamar said a white English woman had an accident, went into a coma. When she woke up, she could only speak Chinese. Wow. That's crazy. I wonder what that is, though. Exactly, Adoria. Exactly. She says, where's Peter? Like, yo, no. No, I ain't doing that. Yeah, nah, definitely the karma is real. Yeah, nah, I would never do that. Now, I might throw some X-Lax. I might do that. Be like, you ain't never gonna stop shitting. But no, I can't do that because they matter of fact, nah, never mind. Because seagulls actually love shitting on you. Like they love it. I think they be aiming. If they see something shiny, they aiming for that. Like your car, as soon as you wash it. They're like, that's the guy right there that gave us X-Lax last time. Come on, fellas, let's get him. You can't tell me that they don't be plotting on you like that. I believe that they do. I think them seagulls is gully, for real, and they smart. And they will get your ass back if you do something crazy. Yeah, I don't be messing with them seagulls. That's why I get mad when people feed them around. Like, you know how, like, if you ever eat somewhere outdoors and you see seagulls and then you see people feeding them, I can't stand that. I can't stand that shit. Like, yo, stop feeding these seagulls, man, please. Because then they do the call. Like, they'll call, and then there's a whole bunch of seagulls, like 100 of them, out of nowhere. Yeah, Matthew said, I don't mess with animals. We're actually trespassing on their territory. That's true. That is true. Very true. Mario, seagulls love taking your food and they will fight you for it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ernest, doing evil is a matter of circumstance. I'll destroy anyone coming for my family. Is that evil? No, hell no, that's not evil. That's the obvious thing to do. But that's different than what we talking about with these animals. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's more like consequence. Right, that's cause and effect, and that's reflex coming from me, basically. Yeah, then they shit on you, exactly. Yep. Rich says, seagulls don't play. Had one come from behind me, steal a whole burger out my hand. What? That's real, though. That's real. Another thing that seagulls can do well is hover. Like if they're here with you, they'll do this and they'll just be right there. Like, you know, how a regular bird flies? The seagull will fly and then he'll pause. And he'll just hover like this, just waiting. He's like, what you gonna do? You gonna give me the food or I gotta take it? Like, just looking at you like, what you gonna do, man? What we doing here? Seagulls, man. They definitely no joke. Yep. Yeah, I got a lot of respect for them. I leave them dudes alone. Yeah, crow. Yeah, crow. I don't know which one is more aggressive though, the seagull or the crow. I think I would say that they're equally as aggressive, but I think that the seagulls are more group oriented. Crows be fighting each other. Like crows be getting at each other. Seagulls work together more. They're like, all right, over there, let's go get them, and then they'll just swoop together. Crows be like, listen, man, every man for himself. I'm not sharing shit. Don't ask me for shit. Yeah, first of all, you realize the conversation that we having right now, right? We literally here talking about birds. You realize that, right? This is what I'm talking about. Shit. Rich said, we've destroyed animals, homes, territories. Now they're moving into the cities. Very true. Very true. Walk, I love animals, especially the delicious ones. Bill said they will roost and make all kinds of noise. Yeah, the crows. Ernest said birds are evil. They wait for you to put that shine on your car before they take a shit. Yep. They definitely will. Mario, seagull is most aggressive. Crows just scared of everything. I never thought about crows as being scared at all. They don't be scared. Or maybe they different in New York. New York crows is crazy. Well, New York, everything is crazy though. Like even pigeons here, pigeons and squirrels. Cause I've been other places and like the squirrels run away from you. In New York, the squirrels run to you. You know, stand up, look at you, and they like right there in front of you. They're not scared at all. They're not scared of you. Pigeons here not scared of you either. It's different. I'm like, y'all drinking this New York water and y'all all crazy. I think that's what's happening. Because there's something in the water here. I know, J. Carly. I know. Yeah, your girlfriend next to you ate silence. Bill said crows get hit by trucks because when a car comes, they scream, cuckoo, but they can't say truck. Is that a joke? I think that's a joke. That's kind of funny. Rich said, seek seeds of success. Yeah, that was kind of funny. I just caught it just now. Yeah. What's funny is that you're telling me that was a joke. That's even more funny than the joke was. That's why I rock with Bill. Bill is hilarious. He said they tried everything to get crows to leave an area, shoot guns, firecrackers, nothing works. Up here we all right, so we got some dry jokes coming. Lamar said, what do you call a criminal crow? A convict. Yo. Yo, that was terrible. Yo, that's such a dry joke. Oh man. You know who would like that? My son would like that joke. Cause my son is, he's mad corny like that. He said a convict. Yo. All right, Lamar, touche. Oh man. Yeah, that's definitely a dad joke. Definitely a dad joke. Oh man. I'm gonna tell my son that joke. He's gonna like it. He'll like that because he just likes those type of dry jokes. Where do crows listen to live music? I don't know, Lamar. Where? There we go again. Concerts. Oh. I'm gone. I'm gone. He's like, let me give him a double dose of the dry ass joke. You done made me forget all my dry jokes. I had a couple that was actually kind of funny. I done forgot them now with that. It's gone. Gone, 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 gone. Yeah, it's definitely office jokes. Dad joke episodes. That's on YouTube. He said them jokes be like eating sand. For real, straight choking on them. It'll come up. I'm gonna check it out. Dad joke episodes. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out. All right. Well, it's been real. It's been real. All right, y'all. I'm out. So, I will see everybody on training. Everybody else. See you mañana. Mario, Lamar, y'all be easy, man. All right. Check y'all out. Y'all check us out tomorrow. I'll be on here, I'm pretty sure, at some point. All right. Peace.